Okay, today we'll be discussing about the dimensions of customer service in our 10 minutes lecture. Now, what are the dimensions? There are four dimensions: time, dependability, convenience, and communication. These are the four important dimensions of customer service. And time dimension, here we consider how to reduce the cycle time. Then we have dependability. Dependability means consistency in order cycle, safe delivery and complete delivery. Communication, effective and complete communication between the seller and the customer. Convenience, ease of doing business with the seller. This all is meant by this. Now let's consider the first, the time dimension. That means providing the material or the substance or the product or the service at the right time. Now this means two things at two levels. One is the buyer's point of view, another is the seller's point of view. From the buyer's point of view, we have lead time. Lead time is important. It means to know how much time is needed for the sellers to process the buyer's order, fill the order and ship the order. That is the time the buyer places an order and gets the delivery of the order. That means the lead time is for the buyer, and buyer, it means that the time he has given the order and he gets the order delivered to his doorsteps. Order cycle time is according to the, from the seller's point of view, it means when the seller receives the order and the time when the seller delivers the order. Both the terms are the same things, but the jargon is different. From the buyer's angle it's called lead time, and from the seller's angle it is called the order cycle time. Now order cycle time includes one, order transmission time. This refers to the time when the customer places the order until the seller receives the order. Then order processing time. It refers to the time when the seller receives the order until an appropriate location is authorized to fill the order. Order processing time means that the time when the seller receives the order and the order is made and processed and finally is placed for the shipment. It is ready on the docks. Picking is done. Now order preparation time, the time that is engaged in picking the order from the inventory and packing for the shipment, is the order preparation time. Order shipment time, it is the time when a carrier picks up the shipment until it is received by the customer. Carrier means the truck picks the shipment and delivers it to the customer at a doorstep. It is the order shipment time. Now this is all about the time. Then comes dependability. Dependability means how effectively, time factor is obviously there included in dependability. Then it is the safe delivery of the goods and the correct order is given to the correct person. If the order is damaged, it is useless for the customer. If the customer order 10 copy of printers and he gets 10 copies of the Xerox machines, then it will be useless for the customer. Again he'll get the money back and will not order again. We will have potential loss of customer in this case, and the stock outs also will be there, potential stock outs. In order to increase the dependability, the firms must communicate effectively. Now thus dependability refers to cycle time. The dependable lead time, we must ensure that the correct cycle time is ensured every time. Safe delivery is ensured that the product reaches the customer in the right shape and form. In terms of safe delivery is important as this ensures that what is delivered is readily usable. Correct order. Erroneous order gives rise to the customer dissatisfaction, as something that is not asked for reaches the destination, or nothing reaches the right destination. Finally, dependability embraces the correct filling of the order. Correct order. The right order should reach at the right time. Communication. There can be three types of communication. One communication is pre-transaction communication, then transaction communication, and post-transaction communication. All these communication should be accurate. Buyers and sellers communication. Now for this purpose, these days companies have gone towards electronic data interchange. That means they are using computers and internet technologies so that they get the exact and correct information as quickly as possible. Now let us see the pre-transaction communication. What is it? It includes current product availability and determination to delivery date. These can be communicated either electronically or manually. Transaction communication involves communication of the customer order information to the seller order filling area and actually processing for picking of the item order out for delivery, and then delivering it and then informing the customer that your product is ready and he can take it from the following location, or delivering the product to his doorsteps, whatever condition has been given to the customer. Now post transaction communication involve repair, assembly, or return. After a shipment is delivered, the buyer might have questions about its use and assembly, or he might ask for installation. Buyer might also want to return part or entire shipment. All this comes in post transaction communication. Be able to provide this information quickly and accurately to the buyer allows the seller differentiate its products from its competitors. Now finally, it is the convenience. Convenience means recognizing customer different requirements. Convenience has different definitions for different people. For a wheat producer, the convenience may be having the wheat picked up twice a year from his agricultural land. For a dairy farmer, convenience may be picking the milk once daily. It is important for logistic companies to know the market so that the companies can provide the correct level of convenience to the customer, enabling the logistic manager to recognize customer service requirements and to attempt to fulfill these demands. The logistic managers must know what is required by the company. Now how he can deliver this? By segmenting the market, the logistic company can determine which customer would be most profitable, and thus showing the company which customer should receive the highest level of convenience. Now he can see which particular customer is more and the convenience, more convenience can be given to that customer if there is short of resources in the company. If company has enough resources and he can it can give convenience to all the customer, it is the best part. So this is all about the dimension of the customer. Thank you very much. We will be back with another set of series of lectures. For now, bye.